What's up, y'all? It's your boy DCTWOCOOL, whatever, you know what I'm saying, for another video. Let's talk about some Dragon Ball. Alright. I'm not just talking Dragon Ball as in Kid Goku, I'm talking about like Dragon Ball as in Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, the infamous GT. Some people hate or love. Most of the people I know personally don't really like the Dragon Ball GT or whatever. But I love Dragon Ball GT. I mean, yeah, it wasn't wasn't the next big thing. It wasn't the legendary Dragon Ball Z, but it was good to me. I mean, that's my opinion on the matter. But let's get right into it. All right, Dragon Ball. Now, I like Dragon Ball, but at the same time, I didn't like Dragon Ball nowhere near as Z or GT. All right, I mean, I respect everything he did as far as like putting Dragon Ball, the whole story of Dragon Ball Z and everything on the map. The Saiyan Child, Kid Goku. A lot of the fights in Dragon Ball were pretty good, and it had to do with like a lot more intelligence and what have you, like Master Roshi versus Goku. He used his leg length as an advantage over Goku's in that fight. I thought that was sweet as hell. I thought that was smart. I mean, you don't really see that in Dragon Ball Z no more, or in GT. You don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like punch, kick, energy blast. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons Dragon Ball definitely be over Dragon Ball Z and GT. For the simple fact that it wasn't competitive. More tactical, strategic, real martial arts type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably could have had a better feel for the show and respected a lot more if Toonami had played the episodes or the series in order from Dragon Ball Z, then GT, instead of Dragon Ball Z, then play GT. I mean, excuse me, play Dragon Ball Z, then play Dragon Ball, then GT, what have you. So, but Dragon Ball, it definitely had its high points. Overall, I'm definitely Z more than Dragon Ball, because for the simple fact that, in my opinion, I don't like little ass kids. All right, I hate when they fucking put little pets like dogs or cats or something in anime. I mean, there's really no point for this. Yeah, man. Dragon Ball GT now. Let's talk about that. All right, now. Most people were like, oh, Dragon Ball GT was some bullshit, this and that. Alright, like, Dragon Ball GT, it was nowhere near as good as Dragon Ball Z, don't get me wrong. I mean, it can't touch, no show to this day, action-wise, can touch Dragon Ball Z. Alright, that's the show that put fighters on the map, bar none. Alright, period. Alright, everybody knows that. I have no way I'm going to sit here and try to say GT is better than Z. I'd be a damn fool and a liar if I tried that. The thing is, though, GT was able to stand on his own 2 feet. Now, I'm not that super hardcore purist like some of these motherfuckers who running around here and talking about, oh, well, GT didn't have a manga to support it or a backbone. Like, okay, I get where you're coming from, but on the same token, okay, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z had a manga. Alright, we know that. That's why they were so successful. Well, one of the reasons why purists love them. But let's take the Justice League, for example. Let's go American on you for a little minute. Alright, yeah, we all know they have comics or whatever, which is the same thing as manga, basically. Just fucking comics, graphic novels, whatever you want to call them. Alright, we all know they have, that backbone comics or whatever. But if you look at Justice League Unlimited and, a lot of these movies or whatever, some of the movies are based off of the comics, but not everything in the actual movie is based 100% on the comics. It just basically that comic book's idea with other plots and elements stuff put into the movie, but it's basically the same concept. Small point on GT though. Yeah, I mean all these people running around talking about purists had no manga, this and that. GT was sorry, like I said, it's not as good as Dragon Ball Z, and never will be. But Akira Toriyama did have something to do with it, whether people want to admit to it or not. Basically, beginning, climax, end. That was all Akira. Okay, that was all Akira. So if you enjoy one of the stories out of GT, guess what? You have Akira thank for that. All right, the guideline. Now, exactly like it's basically like he put an outline on a piece of paper, basically, not so many words, and then his co-workers or co-writers or cohorts, as you will, fill in the blanks. All right, Akira made everybody. Every character, every dragon, every fucking Super Saiyan 4, Goku and Vegeta, again Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta, alright, Sin Shenron, Omega Shenron, he made every character. Alright, Team Goten, he made every last one of them, alright. So don't give me that bullshit. So he actually had a lot more to do with GT than you really think. If you look this shit up for yourself, okay? And if people really did their homework and knew about Dragon Ball, they would know that, alright, Akira Toriyama originally wanted to end Dragon Ball Z after the Frieza saga, alright? But by popular demand and, you know, his co-workers and, you know, basically what it was, co-workers and, you know, fans or what have you, you know, everybody's basically just breathing down his neck, pressuring, like, come on, Gear, let's do more, da-da-da-da, come on, Gear, a little more, da-da-da-da, and what have you. He ended up doing the Cell Saga. Then he was like, okay, I'm done with Dragon Ball. Basically, you know, that should be it. And then, you know, once again, just keep pressuring him and everything, you know, just, if he wanted to make that, you know, wanted him to make that, you know, some more Dragon Ball. He ended up doing the Majin Buu Saga, you know what I'm saying? And the Majin Buu Saga, in my humble opinion, was the best saga. The animation was the cleanest, the techniques were the sweetest at that point. You know, Super Spirit Bomb, that was fucking awesome. Kid Buu, oh, one of my favorite. I mean, one thing what I love about Kid Buu is, unlike most enemies who run around and try to destroy the world, whatever, you know, and make these threats and this and that, destroy this planet if you don't do this and that. You know, Kid Buu was the first enemy to actually destroy the Earth, the first and only enemy for that matter to actually destroy the Earth. Alright, the only one. I mean, that battle was so epic, they had to take it to another planet. I don't even think about that for a second. Like, how fucking sweet is that? They had to take this battle to another planet because this motherfucker just destroyed the Earth. Come on now. Like, that's fucking sick as hell to me. Like, this motherfucker just destroyed the Earth. Is you serious? Like, he just killed everybody. This is the battle for the universe. Come on now. You don't sit there and talk shit about the Buu Saga? What? Man, I can't even fathom that shit. Get out of here. He just killed your 2 sons, Goku, alright? He just killed your wife. Enough of the ranting on Z. I gotta get back to GT because this is, we're talking about, I'm trying to defend GT here, alright? I ain't talking about this shit for days. But GT, alright, was a series great, alright? It's a great series of its own, alright? Not only did it have a great, I like Baby, alright? I don't care what nobody said. Baby to me was good anyway. I thought that story was great. Alright, that story was really good, alright? You know, it turns out playing Vegeta originally was the toughest playing. And it's like some shit, the Saiyans really would do. You know what I'm saying? They fucking would do that shit because that's what they did for Frieza. You know what I'm saying? So they would do that shit. You know, you sit there, clean the tuffles out, exterminate their ass, you know what I'm saying? Name the planets down. That was fucking like, I think that's some badassness right there. That's fucking like sweet as fuck. And, you know, then one of the late descendants who survived, you know, reborn with Dr. Giro and Giro or what have you. Well, Dr. Giro, but whatever. Anyway, you know, he comes back to beat that ass, you know what I'm saying? He comes back with his revenge. I thought that was and his vendetta is personally against Vegeta, so Vegeta get to get his shine. You know what I'm saying? Well, for a minute anyway, till he got absorbed, which was cool too. He was infecting the whole planet. I thought that was sweet as fuck because it's like, well, now Goku has to fight his own, you know, his own flesh and blood sons, and you know, Vegeta once again, and you know, then he brought Super Saiyan 4 into play, like, you know, because that's when he went Super Saiyan 4 to beat him, and you know, Zoro the Golden Ape, and I liked Baby, alright. I liked the storyline, alright. Super Android 17, the way he came about with the 2 androids fusion, I thought that was kind of mediocre. I'll admit to that. You know, but him as a character was sweet as fuck, alright. His moves were cool. I liked this character. He gave Super Saiyan 4 Goku a run for his money. And you know, he was way funnier than the other 17 ever was. That part when he like smashed his ass to the mountain, you know, he was talking shit like, is that the best you got? He was like, fucking just popped up on his ass, no, and just pulls his shit away. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Also, the Omega Shenron, come on, man. The dragons, how can nobody say the Dragon Saga was great? Alright. You know, the thing that you've been using to try to save everybody this whole time has come back to haunt you, you know what I'm saying? You've overused the Dragon Balls. I love that story, alright? I mean, that was fucking badass, you know, like, oh, finally, like, I mean, that's like some realistic shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? When you take things for granted or whatever, you know, something can come back to bite you in the ass, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, GT ended the fucking show, okay? Alright, and Z did not do that. They showed like the world tournament or whatever, and like Goku, they show Goku fight Uber or whatever, like, next time you get to see the world, da-da-da-da. That's cool. That's not a true ending to me, alright? That ending for GT I thought was good. You know, everybody's dead, you know, the world has eternal peace. You see Goku, his spirit basically walking the earth or whatever. You know, everything's done, complete. You know, a true ending. And that's why we love and respect about GT more than, you know, Z ever could, because they had a true ending. Alright, I'm all about endings. If the show for me doesn't have a good ending, that just ruins the fucking show. But GT, basically, sum myself up and wrap it up, whatever. GT was a great series in of his own. He stood on his own 2 feet. I don't care what anybody says or whatever. Akira Toriyama did have something to do with the series. He wasn't directly involved like he was with the other sagas in Z, but he definitely had his 2 cents in there. But yeah, it's just, for those people out there who sitting there talking all this big talk about how GT was garbage, this and that, and I just want to go ahead and put it out there, put my little 2 cents out there or whatever, for people who, are in basically my boat. But okay, y'all, DCTWOCOOL out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your time, rather. Excuse me. And yeah, man, I'll holla. Take the brand to a grand tour.